Thank you for joining our presentation today on Axway Digital MFT. I'm Paul Lavery, Director of MFT at Axway. Let's go ahead and get started. The move to a more digital world has created tremendous opportunity, but at the same time, it has placed more and more demand on IT support, more specifically onto the service management operations that handle file transfers. Part of the challenge with this is the demand on a growing set of new capabilities, better ways to manage data, more specifically, the files that are included from systems that are being generated off of the digital initiatives. Examples like new mobile applications, initiatives around big data, IoT, the Internet of Things, are just a few examples. Those initiatives create a tremendous amount of opportunity, a tremendous amount of data, and a requirement to be able to respond effectively from an infrastructure that isn't always ready for those kinds of requirements. We're also seeing demand around modernizing and upgrading existing managed file transfer middleware. Whether that's taking the middleware and putting it up into a cloud environment, or it's taking that same middleware and looking for it to be more DevOps friendly, more modular, more automated in terms of its deployment and support. All of this is focused around the customer-centric point of view and digital initiatives. We call this the Customer Experience Network. So let's be more specific about managed file transfer. What used to be leading edge capabilities related to file transfer is now only a starting point, represented here on the left-hand side, the gray box. What's being required now is more of an agile, extended set of functionalities, represented by the right-hand side. Coverages like API management, new ecosystems from app development teams, digital data flows, real-time analytics, not just visibility and reporting, being flexible enough to deploy MFT software in any infrastructure, cloud, on-premise, hybrid. And then, as I mentioned before, more DevOps friendly, automated provisioning, self-service capability, governing all that together from one central point. And then ultimately being able to scale that same infrastructure and that same middleware out in an active, geo-distributed way. And of course, security, and more security. We're seeing that over and over again. So if we take that there's a new dynamic in place and we put some perspective on that, then we need a better way to address this. We need a different way to do it, not just with the old ways that we've been dealing with managed file transfer. So here's how we're going after some of those challenges. First, transfer patterns and enterprise use cases to send and receive files can be grouped, defined, and designed in specific ways. We use a template approach for this. This allows us to be able to pre-design, pre-develop, and share flows or transfer patterns. Then, rather than just adding on or bolting on requirements and functionality on existing MFT software, our point of view is to leverage predefined components, APIs, code samples, execution scripts, and standard connectors. This helps us deliver more speed in both the design and runtime, and allows us to provision flows and file transfer services more quickly. Finally, those components in conjunction with an MFT platform all need now to have analytics based on the predefined visibility and the reporting requirements of the old file transfer. It's now important to understand what's going on and to be able to analyze the flow of files and the meaning of those files. And then as we put all that together, the primary importance is to be able to provide flexible migration capabilities. None of this is meaningful unless you have the ability to upgrade more effectively at a lower cost and a lower tax to your operation. And with that, we've developed a set of predefined tools to assist and help in that effort. So what makes up a modern file transfer management operation today? I mean, where would your capabilities take you if you could truly operate at the highest and most advanced levels? The future for MFT is much more about transformation. It's a need for flexibility and scale, and also to make decisions based on analytical insight and not just visibility. The 4 technology concepts at the bottom of each category will be the new baseline: DevOps, platform, containers, cloud. These are all technologies that are becoming more and more commonplace, but are harder and harder to achieve. At Axway, we have a new approach of how to help modernize managed file transfer. We refer to it as HADA, and it stands for Highly Available Distributed Architecture. And what it means is that we cover service uptime with no interruptions during maintenance. We provide active, and highly available software across geographies, and we scale horizontally as needed. It means that data replication considers files across all regions, but also provides for context awareness of security and provisioning requirements by the regions. As far as accessibility is concerned, we believe that all users must have access in all locations in any data center, and the ability to log in from any region. And when you have to deploy MFT from Axway, you want to be able to deploy it as you wish in the environment that you need and without constraints. So in summary, Axway Digital MFT brings together the past and the present in terms of core functionality related to MFT infrastructure, but it blends a new combination of consumable file transfer services along with a concept around highly available and distributed architecture. For more information, please view our website at axway.com/digital-mft. Thank you very much for your participation.